Welcome to Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July the 12th, 2022. Sorry to mess up the camera, but it looks foggy over here. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some NXT to talk about because, ladies and gentlemen, we heard that there might be two more surprises in the Royal Rumble. Before we get to that, before we get to NXT, we heard there's going to be two more surprises. And ladies and gentlemen, for some reason somebody spoiled it, so I'm going to spoil it for you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, we might see Cameron, old school Cameron, not old school, but she's been in WWE before, teaming up with Naomi as a Funky Dolls. If you don't know who they are, they were the cheerleaders of Brodus Clay, a.k.a. Tyrus. And then a former women's champion. I believe she'd done it before. She made a return to a Royal Rumble. Melina might be coming. And ladies and gentlemen, they might have a Moose. Because Moose been saying things on Twitter. So a lot of things happening here on WWE. The forbidden door could be open very soon for more people. Not just Mickey James. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about NXT because we got a lot of things. And we thought one team will actually be in this Dusty Rhodes Classic, but did they make it? We will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a segment. I don't think we had a lot of segments. Mostly the champion celebrating Braun Breaker and the unification, unified cruiserweights and North American champion Carmella Hayes. The cruiserweight title is now retired. It's gone. It's no more. I'm happy for that because now they actually could hype up with the North American title, tag titles, and now the NXT title as well. They've released a lot of cruiserweights. That's why 205 Live is not a cruiserweight show anymore. It's like WWE's main event. So, but for NXT superstars. So that's why I think that's why they kind of got rid of everything that's cruiserweight, and 205 Live is no longer a cruiserweight show. So yeah. So Carmella Hayes had his I guess 10 bell salute for the reigning championship. Roderick Strong's reign as cruiserweight champion, and they poured out a drink. But I don't think there was a drink in there. Was there? In that bottle? And then Johnny just has a celebration until he got interrupted by AJ Styles because AJ Styles will be in our main event. So all that happened. To start off the show, we got Braun Breaker coming out and talking about his NXT title win from Tommaso Ciampa, and he said he's ready to fight anyone for his title. And then he looked like he got a little interrupted by Santos as well when he has his match, and he stared down Braun Breaker and stared down the NXT title. So first match we got was Santos Escobar versus Izon Quinn. I don't know his name. Whoever wins, they will have Lopez by their side. So technically, you're fighting for a woman. Mostly everybody does when there's ex-boyfriend and current boyfriend. So yeah. So I don't think Quinn is an ex-boyfriend or the current boyfriend, but he is a guy that wants Lopez to date. So I don't know. I'm trying to say there. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. It was okay, but the winner of that match was Santos of the Little Help of Raw Medusa, Walking Wild, and ladies and gentlemen, Lopez as well. She looked like she was flirting with Quinn by touching his body, feeling his muscles. And then she said, go get him. And then with her pointy shoes, when he turned around, she kicked him in the groin. And then Santos wins with his finisher. Lopez is still part of the Fantasma guys. Then we have Cameron Grimes versus a jobber. I call him a jobber because I don't know who he is. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Cameron Grimes getting the win. He's going to the moon. And he kind of stole the keys of Carmella Hayes. his car, and then he says he's taking the North American title. He even tapped it as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we got Malik Blade and Edris Elfie versus Joe Gacy and Harlan for a qualified match. I got the burps. To be part of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Well, don't tag in Harlan, because, ladies and gentlemen, Harlan got himself a disqualified. He was banging Malik Blade's head on the turnbuckle, and the ref counted to 5, and he rang the bell, disqualification. So Joe Gacy and Harlan is not part of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Malik Blade and Edris is part of the part of the tournament. Congrats to them. You had to get destroyed to win this match. Can they win it? We will find out. We still don't know who's in the tag team classic thingy, the tournament, until maybe, I guess, next week, because the first bracket is next week. So then we had Tony D'Angelo versus Pete Dunne in a crowbar on a pole match. It was okay. It was pretty decent. I don't know why it has to be on a pole. But the winner of that match was Tony D'Angelo pinning Mr. Pete Dunne. Then we had Wendy Cho. She actually wrestled with her PJs, even with slippers on. What is going on with her? But she did a good job. She teamed up with Indy Hartwell and Pariza Pareta to versus Casey and Kaden Carter and Amare Miller. And ladies and gentlemen, Wendy Cho did a good job. I guess you could get hurt by slippers. I'm guessing. She wore pajamas to wrestle. She wore pajamas to wrestle. And slippers. Fluffy slippers. Crazy. So Wendy Cho, Indy Hartwell, and Parita got the win. Good job for them. Then we got Solo versus Boa. These guys hate each other because Boa has a problem with him. And for some reason, I think his ego, the evil ego of Boa, has a problem with Solo. So, I don't know what's going on. But nobody wins this match because it was a double countout and they still fighting each other in the warehouse, they said? The Performance Center. And then when Solo threw him over the case where we can't see Boa, and then when he was about to get Boa away from the behind of the case, some fire pop out of nowhere in the face of Solo, and then you just see in the background Boa with his face paint and that weird sign on his face. Oh boy. That's not going to end. Then we got AJ Styles versus Grayson Waller. I thought it was a pretty decent match. Grayson Waller is a good wrestler, but he has a big mouth. And he thinks he's all that. He said he's going to go to SmackDown and slap Roman Reigns and Shinsuke Nakamura. How about you don't do that? Because Roman is just going to break you. Shinsuke is going to kick you in the head. Don't do that, okay? Just calm your horses and try and beat AJ Styles. He did a good job. He had a good performance. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was AJ Styles. And he told Grayson Waller, you're great, but you're not phenomenal. But he says you're not done yet. He wants to call out a friend of his. And ladies and gentlemen, the returning of LA Knight makes his return to attack Grayson Waller all over the arena, mostly the commentary to the ring. He beat him up, and then, ladies and gentlemen, him and AJ Styles shook hands and hugged it out. But LA Knight is not done with Grayson Waller. We will find out what happens next, maybe next week, or will we have a stipulation between those guys? And ladies and gentlemen, what is going to happen in the Royal Rumble in 3 weeks? I think it's 3 weeks. What's going to happen in the Royal Rumble in 3 weeks? Are we actually going to see more Impact Wrestling superstars joining in the Royal Rumble match? I would be happy. But I don't think they're going to tell us every single entrant in the Royal Rumble match until the Royal Rumble happens. Moose could be a tease because he's saying on the He's saying on the Twitter. He did not officially says he's going to be part of it. But that would be awesome. Even Eddie Edwards. Imagine him coming to WWE. I would love to see this. But ladies and gentlemen, we had to see what happens in the Royal Rumble. Maybe Moose will, after Roman Reigns loses or beats Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble, Moose could come out and face to face with Roman Reigns before The Rock even does it, because we heard that The Rock. Well, we heard the rumors that The Rock and Roman Reigns might verse each other at WrestleMania. We don't know yet. Maybe Moose will go face to face with him and fight him at the Elimination Chamber or Fastlane before WrestleMania. Imagine those two, Roman Reigns and Moose, fight for a title or fight at all at WrestleMania. That would be crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, we will find out. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW's results. Because we're going to have an interim TNT title match. Oh boy. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!